Welcome to another Family Law Matters. I'm Dr. Michael Mantell, joining Bonnie Rabinovich Mantell, who is the owner and managing partner of the Primus Family Law Group right here in San Diego. Today, we're going to talk about another interesting topic. And this is a topic that, frankly, it sort of like surprises me. This is called post-nup agreements,
Hmm.
meaning post-nuptial agreement.
Hmm.
Couples married for some period of time, everything's going great, they're having a good marriage, and suddenly one person wants to do one thing with the money or buy a home or make an investment or do something, and the other person says, wait a minute, we got to talk about this. They can't agree on this on their own, and they're saying, if we get divorced, this is what we want to do with it. So they turn to you, Bonnie Mantell, for help.
Hmm.
How do you help this couple deal with this
Well,
situation?
a postnuptial agreement is similar to a premarital agreement in that it allows couples to decide what they want to do with their assets, their finances, their debts. They can even do estate planning in this contract between a couple. The difference is that a postnuptial agreement is even harder to enforce than a premarital agreement. Let me explain why. When you're not married, you're not in a confidential relationship. You don't owe each other any duty of good faith, dealing, being nice to each other, honest, transparent. When you're married, that all changes. You do owe each other these duties, very high duties to each other. So the first thing people look at with a postnup is, oh my God, somebody's trying to take advantage of the spouse, the other spouse. So courts are very, very leery, which is why they have to be done very carefully. Each party needs to have an attorney, so it is fully explained what you're doing and what you're giving up. And yes, Michael, there are situations where somebody becomes very spendy. They're spending a lot of money on a credit card, and the other party is concerned. You can contract that if, gosh forbid, you get divorced, that debt is going to be that person's problem because this person didn't necessarily agree. Somebody goes out and wants to buy a jet. Somebody goes out and, wants to buy a home all by themselves, the other party, or investments, any of that. Or you can decide post-nup that you're going to agree how things are going to be divided upon death. And that's okay. And you're saying, wait a minute, what's a will for then?
Mhm.
Those are documents that have to match each other.
Very interesting. Do you find that couples who come to you with this are saying, hey, we've had some marital coaching before this, we can't come to an agreement, we need to do this in a formalized contract?
Yes. I've
Yeah.
had couples come to me and say that they are doing things that they want to do for a particular reason, but if they divorce, they want it to be done a different way. As long as it doesn't offend public policy, as long as one person isn't taking complete advantage, that the other person hasn't been clearly explained by their own attorney, we can contract after marriage for certain things.
And in this post-nup agreement, you're suggesting that both people have their own attorneys.
It's not a suggestion,
Ah,
it's a requirement.
requirement. Okay. So if people do want to contact you at Primus Family Law Group for information about this, how can they be in touch?
They can reach us directly at 619-574-8000, or you can reach us online at www.primusfamilylaw.com. And there's a live chat agent or a form you can fill out, or you can speak directly with our receptionist, Rosie, and you'll get on our calendar for a free 30-minute telephone or Zoom consultation.
Of all the topics we've been discussing over the long period of time we've been doing this one I think is particularly interesting because it has the potential, if not handled well by you or another attorneys, to really blow up in a really negative way. So I hope people will contact you at Primus Family Law Group. Give us the number again.
619-574-8000.
Great. Bonnie, thank you for a very interesting Family Law Matters. We'll see you next week.
Have a great week, Michael.
You too. Bye-bye.